Hello everyone, this is saraanshauthor and today I am here with the concept of video guest post. Basically under this concept, readers will be invited and they will come up with their own topic regarding to literary community or relatable community, for example publishing community, reading community, writing community or any relatable community. They will come up with their own research or experience, so their opinion are not influenced by me at all. So without wasting much time, let's see who is the guest in my channel today.
Wouldn't it be really awesome if we had the opportunity of knowing the stories, things and facts beyond the borders of the countries, beyond the borders of ethnicity, culture, languages and many other barriers in and around us? Wouldn't it be really awesome if we had the opportunity of actually flying off to any corner of the world and know the facts from there? Well, I must say that translated books are the one which give us a very important aspect into this point and also play a very pivotal role in our understanding of the world beyond the borders. By now you must have understood that I am here to be speaking about the translated books and their importance in both academics as well as literature. Hey guys, this is Achyut Murari. I am a medico from second year M.B.B.S of First Medical College and an Instagram poet, and I talk about the books and personal development tips over my channel, which goes under the name Among the Pages. Well, I really need to thank Isha, that is saraanshauthor, for giving me this opportunity of speaking about translated books upon her channel. So without further delay, let's dive into the video. Well, if we want to discuss about the translated books, we need to be discussing this video under two sections. The first section goes to the academics and the second section goes to the literature. Well, coming to the fact that 21st century has caused humongous amounts of changes and also a cultural amalgamation which has erased the language barriers which were present within the world. With this new world being emerged, people are coming up newer thoughts and they are clearly discussing it beyond the borders of language, ethnicity, cultures and a lot more. So going on to the first section of the translated books, and that is academics. In the section of academics, we clearly are able to understand that many books in and around the world are written in English, and any of the academic subject which has been translated from their own language to that of the English is clearly circulated throughout the world. Now coming to the fact that with emergence of this new world, even the electronic communication has become most important. So even on the e-platforms, we are able to see many blog posts, many articles which might not have been written directly in English, but they were clearly translated from their own languages. And with this clear idea, we are able to understand that what has the author to say about the facts or knowledge from their own place. For instance, me as a medical student clearly understand the importance of articles or blog posts, especially during any development in the medical science or technology. Any development in the medical science or technology is clearly written into articles, especially in English, so that it can be reached to the most audience or so. But there are certain countries such as Germany or France which especially write their articles in their own languages, that is in German or in French, which makes them somewhat peculiar, yet many of their articles are clearly translated to many other languages. For instance, even China, which doesn't have any access to the outside social media, completely goes with its own medical knowledge which is written in Chinese or the old Mandarin. As they say, knowledge does not have any boundaries. Many articles are clearly translated to English so that it can reach to a wider audience and give a paramount change in their own lives. So this is what I have to say about the academics. Of course, you are well aware or well versed with what academics or English has to play in a role of the academic schedules. And apart from that, now moving to the second section, and that is literature. Now, literature plays the most crucial role in this video. Now we cannot run away from the fact that in this new world, English has been the most easiest communicable language among the educated people, or especially the readers, of whom we are actually discussing this video all about. English has become the most common language of either communication or books being written. Now, zeroing down to the facts to India, at least 0.02% of all the population speaks only in English and they kind of understand it. And apart from that, almost 1 lakh books are being published in India only in English, which clearly sends out the message to us that many readers are kind of inclined towards English or the book which is being written in English. But we cannot forget the fact that India has the largest population of people who speak in Hindi because it's their native language. In many books which are being published in Hindi and also translated into English so as to be reaching to a wider audience. Now, we all know the famous book The Alchemist, written by Paulo Coelho, which has been a global bestseller and also one of the very rarest and the finest life-changing books ever. It was actually written in Portuguese. It was titled as O Alcomisto. Through this book, we clearly have got a glimpse of the Egypt or Morocco and many places. This indeed sends out a clear message to us that we are actually being transported to those areas even while we are reading the book sitting in one corner of our room. This is the best way I can reason why translated books play a very crucial role. For instance, the book which I've been currently reading is At Night All Blood is Black by David Diop, which has won the Man Booker Prize for the year 2021. It was written actually in French, yet it was translated again into English, and then it has reached the widest audience and it has got the global fame. This clearly sends out the message that maybe translating from one or the other languages clearly makes a lot of people understand what the context has to say, or what is the thing which the author wants to share through the book. It gives us a clear glance about the culture, about ethnicity, and a lot more. For instance, there are some of the books which were written by Sudha Murthy, who has been an internationally acclaimed author, and she basically writes in Kannada, which is her native language or her mother tongue. Now, many people can clearly get the glimpse of the rural Karnataka through the books which she has written in Kannada. But later, they are clearly translated into English, and some of them are directly written in English, so that we can peep out into the life of the rural Karnataka living person, their home, and the traditions and cultures which they clearly follow. So doesn't this give us a very clear idea of what is actually happening in their place and gives us a value-based addition into our lives? Translated books actually speak across the generations. As we were speaking about in the context of India, taking the most epic poem, that is Mahabharata or Ramayana, both of them have been actually written in Sanskrit. Now, considering the fact that not many people do understand or speak Sanskrit in India itself, they have been clearly translated into many languages, that is Hindi, English, Tamil, Telugu, many more, even Arabic, French, Portugal, and many more. The values and the traditions and the cultures have been spread out to many people around. Even the Holy Bible was actually translated into English from the old Latin, so as to be reaching to a greater audience who actually understand the values of it. Now, after all, we are speaking so great about the translated books, we need to be even speaking about the very few disadvantages which I wanted to share with you in here. In the section of disadvantages, I can clearly state that a book which has been written into their own language has that rawness in that, and which is completely lost when a book is actually translated into a near language. When a person or an author writes his muses or his feelings in the language which they understand or which they clearly connect with, the book has that rawness and the most important aspects within them. But when they are translated, sometimes they get lost, and the people who read them might not be able to understand what the author has to exactly say about in that book. If the book has been translated by one of the finest translators who have taken time to completely even translate the context and the most important aspects from the original book into the translated book, obviously we as the readers are the luckiest people to be able to read the translated book and get a clearer idea. All the regional languages have their own folklore, have their own culture, and have their own part of stories to be sharing. And when all of these are interchangeably translated into new books, we clearly get a glance into what is actually happening and what is actually the folklore saying in that area. Doesn't this feel much wholesome? And this clearly brings us all together, all the world together on the same platform, and we claim that we are readers and we read many books. So this is what all I have to share about the importance of translated books into this video. Yet again, I thank Isha for this opportunity. I hope you read many more translated books, and don't forget to mention in the comment section that what books have you read which were especially translated, so that even I can know about many of them. So till the next video, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much to share your opinion, research, and experience on this topic. You can follow this reader on their respective social media platform or contact through email. Let me know in the comment section what's your perspective on this topic, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. I will come up with new bookish content soon. Till then, keep reading and start imagining.